Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are discussing crucial changes to UK visa financial requirements starting January 2025. Whether you are planning to study, work, or bring family to the UK, these updates will significantly impact your application. Let's break down everything you need to know. Before we delve into the details, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for upcoming updates. Now, let's get started. First, let's address the massive changes in student visas. If you're planning to study in London, brace yourself, you'll need to show £1,483 per month for living expenses. That's a significant jump. For those considering universities outside London, the requirement is £1,136 per month. These amounts must include sufficient funds to cover both your course fees and living expenses. Let me put this into perspective with real numbers. For a typical one-year master's in London, you're looking at £13,347 for 9 months. Outside London, it's £10,224. Remember, these funds need to sit in your account for at least 28 days before applying. Pro tip: I recommend keeping them there for 35 days just to be safe. The funds must be held in a regulated financial institution, and cryptocurrency assets are not accepted. Now, here's the big one that's got everyone talking: the skilled worker visa changes. The new minimum income threshold is shooting up to £38,700 annually for first-time overseas applicants. That's a massive increase. However, there's good news for UK graduates: you might be eligible for certain exceptions, especially when it comes to bringing dependents. Some occupations on the shortage occupation list may qualify for a 20% reduction in the minimum salary threshold. The English language requirement remains crucial. You'll need to achieve at least CELT level B1 for most visas, with some professional roles requiring B2 or higher. Approved English tests include IELTS, TOEFL, and Pearson, but scores must be less than 2 years old when applying. Care workers, listen up. Your route is still relatively accessible, with a lower salary requirement of £23,200. While you can't initially bring dependents, many care workers successfully transition to NHS roles later, opening up family visa options. The healthcare surcharge for care workers has been maintained at a reduced rate of £624 per year, compared to £1,035 for other visa categories. Let's talk about visa fees. You'll want to factor these into your budget. A 6-month visit visa costs £153, but if you're thinking long-term, fees range from £573 for 2 years to £1,277 for 10 years. Skilled worker visas are set at £827, and student visas at £647. Need it faster? Priority processing is available at £550 for 5 days, or £1,050 for 24-hour decisions. Remember to add the immigration health surcharge to your calculations. For those switching between visa categories, the process has been streamlined. You can now apply to switch from within the UK in most cases, saving you time and money. However, you must ensure there's no gap between your visas, as this could affect your continuous residence calculation for settlement purposes. Here's something crucial about documentation: your financial papers must be squeaky clean. They need to be less than 30 days old when you apply, and the funds must be maintained for at least 28 consecutive days. Make sure your bank is on the UK's approved list. Not all financial institutions are accepted. Bank statements must clearly show your name, account number, bank's name, and full transaction history. Planning to bring family? Let's talk about accommodation. For a family of 4, you're typically looking at a 2-bedroom flat minimum. Landlords can be pretty strict. Expect to show bank statements, find guarantors, and pay substantial deposits. My advice: consider establishing yourself first before bringing family over. You'll also need to prove a higher income threshold, an additional £10,500 for your first dependent, and £6,300 for each subsequent dependent. Healthcare professionals, you've got some perks. There are fee waivers and exceptions designed specifically for you. The UK still desperately needs healthcare workers, so they are making it attractive for you to come over. Many NHS roles qualify for fast-track visas, and some trusts offer relocation packages. The documentation process is absolutely critical. One wrong move can delay your entire application. Every pound in your account must be accounted for, and your balance can't drop below the requirement even for a day during that 28-day period. Keep detailed records of all transactions. Processing times vary by visa type. Standard visitor visas typically take 3 weeks, skilled worker visas 4 weeks, and student visas 3 weeks. However, these are just guidelines. Processing can take longer during peak periods or if additional checks are required. Here's a golden tip for job seekers: check the register of licensed sponsors regularly. New companies join all the time, and they are often actively looking to hire. Don't wait for job postings, reach out directly. Research companies in your field and tailor your applications to their specific needs. Regional variations in salary requirements exist for some roles. While London typically demands higher salaries, some regions have specific skill shortages that might offer more opportunities. The government's shortage occupation list is updated quarterly, so keep an eye on changes that might affect your profession. Looking ahead to 2025 and beyond, these changes show the UK's new direction in immigration policy. They are still welcoming international talent, but they are putting more emphasis on financial stability and self-sufficiency. The points-based system continues to evolve, with additional points now available for specific skills and qualifications. For success in 2025, start your preparation early. Keep meticulous records, maintain stable finances, and stay updated on any rule changes. Think of it as a marathon, not a sprint. Proper planning is your best friend here. Consider working with a registered immigration advisor for complex cases. And here's one final piece of advice: if you're serious about moving to the UK, consider starting your financial preparations now. Exchange rates can fluctuate, and having a buffer above the minimum requirements can save you a lot of stress. Many successful applicants maintain funds at least 10% above the minimum requirement. Before we wrap up, remember to check official sources regularly for updates. Immigration rules can change quickly, and staying informed is crucial. The UK government's website remains the most reliable source of information. That's all for today's update. What do you think about these changes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are these new requirements making you reconsider your UK plans? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on all UK visa changes. I'll be covering every major update as it happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay informed, stay prepared, and keep those visa dreams alive. Take care, everyone.